Hey there, Aries. Welcome to reading for the week of March 25th. This is not for the week of March 25th. This is for April of 2024. You have this Soulmates card and this Never-Ending Story card. So, let's see what comes up in this row before I open my mouth, right? You have the Two of Pentacles, the Five of Pentacles, and the Empress. I do feel like some of you could have a choice in walking away from a soulmate. It's almost like some of you might have like a karmic attachment or something like that. Five of Pentacles is like two people who are left out in the cold. It's like both people are not happy in a situation, but they're staying stuck in the situation. You know, the solution to the Five of Pentacles is there's actually a couple. Like, number one is to not call attention to your weaknesses. So you have to focus on your strengths. Number two is to go inside this church here. The church on the Five of Pentacles represents a place of sanctuary. And so I feel for a lot of you that this is saying there's a place of sanctuary for you, and you just need to step in it. Yeah, it's kind of interesting because, you know, this Mercury retrograde, which is basically consuming the entire month of April, is in your sign. It is in Aries. So, you know, I feel for a lot of you, it makes sense that you could be kind of like processing a connection or a past connection, or you could be deciding that a person that you're with right now is just a karmic attachment, right? And of course, that's only going to be for some of you, not necessarily all of you, but it is popping into my head here that some of you could be walking away from something. I also do feel that this could be, you know, again, staying in something that is like less than ideal is actually preventing you from being with a Knight of Cups. So, you know, again, you have the Knight of Cups here. I do feel like someone new wants to come in. I kind of feel like you're, again, this is only going to resonate for some of you, this part, but it's like, I feel that some of you might actually have your eye or have a Knight of Cups in your life, but it's like you're making it too complicated here or something. I don't know. We need to dig into this row when we get there, but it's almost like you could be making something like overly complicated to be with this person when it would actually be really, really easy. So, you know, again, just keep that in mind as well. Again, you have the Two of Pentacles, Five of Pentacles, and the Empress. Two of Pentacles is like work hard, play hard. I would make sure that you're doing both this month because, just because. The Two of Pentacles also says you have a decision to make, so I feel that you have a choice. I would also make sure that you're not making things like overly complicated. I do believe we're in a time of, simplification, so I tell everyone it's like far more important right now to be efficient than it is to come up with complicated solutions or, complicated answers to any problems or situations that you're dealing with. You have the Five of Pentacles. Five of Pentacles could say that you're feeling left out in the cold. We kind of already covered this, but I do feel like some of you are hoping to also increase your financial situation, or you're hoping to improve your finances with the Five of Pentacles. And again, Five of Pentacles does say you could be too focused on what you don't have. The other interesting thing is that you have the Empress. The Empress is total abundance. It's like, I kind of get the feeling that some of you could be just sitting on a pile of gold. You could be sitting on something that could lead to a lot of success for you, but I feel that you need to kind of like make it happen. I also feel that some of you it's like you could be trying so hard to make something that isn't going to work that you're like ignoring something that would work very quickly. That's almost like what's popping into my head here is that there could be like very quick abundance coming in for you, but it's like you need to pay attention to the thing that would actually work, not what's not working. And with that Five of Pentacles. So, I would double down on the good stuff, as I always say. I mean, we're literally in a time where the universe is asking us to do that. With the Two of Pentacles, you have the Queen of Pentacles. Yeah, definitely a time of resourcefulness. I do feel like you are increasing your resources, or you are doing things that are improving your resources here with the Queen of Pentacles. So, love it. I feel like there could just be an increase in your resources. Let's see. With the Five of Pentacles, you have the Hierophant here. Hierophant is marriage. So, again, some of you, this could have to do with like a marriage that you're feeling stuck in here. For others, I'm wondering if this kind of changes my mind. I'm wondering if what's going on here is that you are attracting a person who has been through something very similar to you. I'm wondering, I can't prove this yet. We need more cards, but I kind of get the feeling that you actually could be attracting a soulmate. But it's like you both need to see each other here. It's like maybe you've both been hurt in the past, and because of that, it's like you're both staying out in the cold. I feel like once both people here come out of the cold, it's like you will see each other. That's almost the message I'm getting here. It's almost like there's a person who's been through something very similar to you that's being prepared for you. So I actually kind of feel this is new love. I feel like this is a new connection. These two people here, they are initiates. It's almost like you're attracting someone who's been through something very similar to you. With the Empress, you have the Nine of Pentacles. Really good. Again, I'm not worried about that Five of Pentacles at all. It looks to me like your financial situation could be improving this month, or you're focusing on the right things to make that happen. Nine of Pentacles is a card of focus. She has this falcon right here, and the falcon represents focus and focusing on the right things. She's also the card of gratitude and luxuries, so I actually feel that there could be, some luxuries available to you this month as well. Next, in the area of the unexpected, you have this horse spirit, says freedom is yours. You have the swan spirit, says time for a deep dive. I feel like anything that you feel that is exciting to you that you should explore with that swan spirit. The swan is kind of like diving into your emotions, following things that make you feel good. So I feel you need to learn more about things that you're excited about, or things that make you feel more enthusiastic in life, or anything like that. I also feel with the horse there, we see three horses here. You have Knight of Pentacles, Knight of Cups, Knight of Swords. Horses in the tarot represent like assistance. They represent, help, or something that could help you. And so it seems to me like you're building a lot of momentum. Horses to me also represent like a lot of momentum, things building on itself. And I feel like you're trying to create that. You have the Knight of Pentacles, Four Swords, and Knight of Cups in this row. Definitely could be love. I feel like it's too slow. I feel like it's actually everything. I feel it's too slow and too fast because you go to the Knight of Swords. So I would just try to find a middle ground here, especially if you're meeting a new person this month. It's a Mercury retrograde in your sign. I wouldn't rush into anything. I always tell people don't let retrogrades control your life. Of course, if you meet a person, go on a date with them during a retrograde. Who cares? Will it be different after the retrograde? Sure, but that could be a good thing. And also, again, nothing that's meant for you will pass you by. So, again, retrograde or not, it doesn't matter. You should still date a person. If you're meant to be with them, you'll be with them. Again, the benefit of the retrograde is that you see the BS right away. It's like, I don't know why there's this whole idea that you shouldn't date during retrogrades. BS, as far as I'm concerned. You get to see if the person is a bozo right up front, right? So they're going to make a mistake right up front. They're going to trip over their own shoes right away, because it's a Mercury retrograde. So I encourage people to date, And the Knight of Pentacles is like, what are you waiting for? So Knight of Pentacles says, start putting work. I also feel in work, in business, and career that the Knight of Pentacles is saying it's time for you to get moving towards something new as well. You have the Four Swords. Four Swords, card of resting, relaxing, recovering. Everybody always gets this card during retrograde. So, the whole entire month is a retrograde. I would just say that anything you can do to rest, relax, recover, heal, to meditate, all that stuff is a good thing, is good to do during retrogrades. Now you have the Knight of Cups. Knight of Cups is a knight in shining armor. So I do feel that there's clearly, I almost feel like there's a knight in shining armor in your energy. It's like this person is either around you literally, or it's like of this person. So I do feel like there is a knight in shining armor that is available to you. But this is the problem right here. Overthinking. I feel like there's a person who will find you very attractive with that Queen of Wands. Doesn't matter what gender you are. Queen of Wands just says, it's my card of seduction. So I feel like there could be a person that is definitely going to be attracted to you, but I also feel that either you have to make yourself known to this person or something has to happen. With the Knight of Pentacles, you have the Eight of Cups. Eight of Cups is walking away from things that no longer serve you, and I feel like you need to walk away from overthinking this way here. To the Seven of Cups, you have the Eight of Cups here as well. So, Eight of Cups, he is walking away from those Eight Cups because it's just not a right situation. It's not a bad situation that he's walking away from necessarily, but he's not getting what he wants, and so he's walking away, and he's walking towards who the hell knows what. It's also the only card in the tarot that has an eclipse on it. We have an eclipse tomorrow, actually, on the 25th. You're either watching this on the 25th or you're watching it after the 25th and of March, of course, because I know someone's going to ask that question. But what I would say here is that there definitely could be something being eclipsed out of your life. With the Four of Swords, you have the Star. The Star is a card of fulfillment and like wish fulfillment as well. So I feel that there could be some sort of fulfillment coming in for you. It's also a card of hope, faith, renewal, and healing. It's also coming up on that Four of Swords. So it would be an amazing time for you to like rest, relax, recover, to heal. I also feel it would be an amazing time for you to kind of like assess your goals and to look at like the things that you want to accomplish in your life. I think those would be good things for you to revisit. With the Knight of Cups, you have the Three of Wands. Three of Wands, card of expansion. Also says, what are you waiting for? This right here could be like a very expansive connection coming in for you. It could be a person you see as a star, like not saying this person's famous, but, it could be a person that you see as very special. But that Three of Wands is like waiting for the perfect moment when there never will be a perfect moment. So someone has to make a move here, whether it's you or them. Obviously, you can't make them do anything, but, I'm just saying, like, someone has to make a move here. With that Three of Wands. Next, in the area of what's coming towards you, you have this Feeling the World card and this Divine Matrix card. Yeah, I feel like you're seeing how everything is connected. You have this Jeweled Web as well, which has connectivity on it, and I feel that you're kind of like seeing how certain things, like all things are all connected together with all these cards. And, again, with that Feeling the World card, you could be literally feeling the energy of the world. And I would be careful of that, especially if there's like, crazy things going on, like there are crazy things going on. So I would make sure, I always say it's like we shouldn't ignore necessarily the crazy things that are going on. But, if we can't directly control them, there's no use in like constantly worrying about everything that's going on. We have to do what we can with what we got right in front of us, right? So that's what I would do here. And I will always say that. So I think that we need to build better things in the world, better ideas. And again, the change is going to come from us. It's not going to come from like the government, right? So I feel like anything you can do to, focus on yourself, focus on what you can do, all that would be a good idea. You have the Ten of Swords, Seven of Cups, and the Eight of Cups. Ten of Swords to me can be a blessing in disguise. He's making the symbol right here with his hands, and that symbol represents a blessing. So, again, if you've had some sort of ending or difficulty or challenge, there could be a blessing coming in for you. I do feel like something is dead, done, over with, and it's like something you're healing from, something that you've walked away from. Again, for some of you, you could have walked away from a marriage or a connection that just keeps repeating. It's like a never-ending story, like this card says. So I feel like you're seeing how maybe a situation with a person is just a never-ending story and you're bringing it to an end finally. And again, eclipses are a good time to do that, right? You have the Seven of Cups. I do get overthinking on this Seven of Cups for you, Aries. So I would be careful of like, overthinking. Sometimes I feel with the Seven of Cups, we have an idea. You have a star here. The star could say that you have a North Star. You have a big goal, wish, or dream or something that you want to accomplish. And the Seven of Cups, there are good things and bad things in these cups. And you could be saying to yourself, like, what if the good things happen? Or what if these bad things happen? But really, the Seven of Cups says, well, good things and bad things can always happen, but you are in control. So you need to, and also, here's the other problem with the Seven of Cups, is that you're just thinking about it. You're not actually bringing it down to earth, so he doesn't actually know what is going to happen. He has to find out. And I kind of feel like some of you have to find out what will happen, like if you make a move, or, if you bring a dream down to earth, or if you start working on that business, or, if you go on that date or whatever. It's like you need to make something physical is what that Seven of Cups is saying to me. And yes, you're going to have to be bold and assertive to do it with that Queen of Wands. The Queen of Wands is showing up in the good stuff, and I think she's good anyway, but I think you have to kind of like make a move. You have the Eight of Cups, which is, again, walking away from things that no longer serve you. I don't know. I feel it wouldn't surprise me if, like, some of you were, like, quitting bad habits, getting rid of things that no longer serve you, whatever, at this time. All that stuff would be a good idea. With the Ten of Swords, you have the Ace of Swords. Definitely some sort of victory or a success coming in here. I also feel, I feel like you are clearly cutting one thing out to have something better. That is kind of the gist of this reading, I would say. Ace of Swords, this right here is a palm frond. Palm fronds in the tarot can represent a sacrifice. This is an olive branch, which can represent an offer of peace, but can also represent abundance coming in for you. So it's like you're cutting, this reading, is saying that you're cutting one thing out so you can have something better. With the Seven of Cups, you have the Six of Wands. I thought you had the Six of Wands twice, but I guess not. Six of Wands, card of a victory, success. You have two cards of victory right here, so there could be a big victory coming in for you. Or, again, something that you're dreaming of is going to be a victory. So, stop imagining it and make it happen. With the Eight of Cups, you have the Knight of Wands, and you have all four knights now, which is interesting right here. So, it's like, but, the weird thing is, is what's popping into my head is I feel like the four knights is really the universe is saying to you that it's supporting you. I'm seeing the horses more. There's a horse right here as well, and you have that horse card. So I feel like you are going to have like a ridiculous amount of support in the month of April. This could be literal from like people literally in your life, but it could also be figurative. It could be, your guides, your ancestors, whatever. So it's like you're clearly supported on your journey. And again, there could also be like a really strong love connection coming in for you here as well. Next, you have this jeweled web that says connectivity on it. In this, you also have the Five of Wands as well. This is coming up in the area of the good stuff. The Five of Wands is a card of learning in the area of the good stuff, and so I feel that you could be learning a lot at this time. And the connectivity card is about, kind of says that everything is connected. And I feel, but it's like you have to, it's like you see those jewels on the web, those little glowing spots. It's like you need to be one, like a shining light in the world is kind of the energy that I'm getting here. It's like, yes, there are a lot of problems in the world, but it's like, what can you do to make it better? Or how can you make the world better, on your own, right? And even in your own little way. And when you do that, you start lighting it up more. So I kind of feel like that's what's going on here with this card. You have the Queen of Wands, Six of Pentacles, and the Knight of Swords. Queen of Wands is about being bold, being assertive, really going for what you want. She has a sunflower here, and the sunflower kind of represents the sun. The sunflower points towards the sun, and I always say with the Queen of Wands that we have to move towards the sun with the Queen of Wands. So the Queen of Wands says, be bold, be assertive, go for what you want, make it happen. I also feel that for some of you that the Queen of Wands is saying that, you kind of have to learn as you go. So again, you're imagining doing something with the Seven of Cups, and I feel you have to like learn as you go. It's like you're not going to have all the answers up front. You have the Six of Pentacles. Six of Pentacles is about experimentation, but I kind of feel just very basic about this card. I feel just saying that you feel the universe is being more fair, as in if you take action on something, you get a better result. So maybe for a long time, whatever you've been working on, you haven't been getting as much of a result as you want, or just no result at all. And I feel that this card is just saying you're just getting better results based off of what you're doing. You have the Knight of Swords. Knight of Swords is, of course, rushing energy. I'm not like the biggest fan of the Knight of Swords, but it's coming up in the area of the good stuff. So I feel like you're building momentum, especially with all these horses in this reading. I feel that things are, it's like momentum is building in your life. It's like as things get better, things get better. And so you can create this like positive snowball with all these horses. And that's what I would do. I would focus, double down on the good stuff. With the Queen of Wands, you have the Ten of Swords. Obviously, this is a blessing in disguise. It's coming up in the area of the good stuff. So the Ten of Swords can represent a difficult ending. I think something was a difficult ending, but I feel it's almost like this retrograde could be reminding you or showing you how much better your life is without like some sort of toxic situation that you felt stuck in, right? Or without being in that situation. With the Six of Pentacles, you have the Ace of Cups. Definitely if you're attracting love, I would say you're attracting a person who doesn't breadcrumb you. You're attracting a person who really invests in the connection or gives the connection. I feel like that's what you're doing here. With the Knight of Swords, you have the Empress. The Empress is total abundance. You start and end here. Empress. You start and end as the Empress. Doesn't matter what gender you are. I feel that you're attracting a lot of abundance. I think I said something about like sitting on some gold here. It's like you have ideas or you have plans or things that you want to do in your life. And I feel that these things are, could literally be gold, could lead to a lot of abundance and success for you. But I feel like you have to like make the move, right? That's what this reading is saying. You have this door card that says opportunities are waiting for you. Yet you just have to open the door. The whole entire reading says that. I even think some of you have your eye on a big opportunity. Could even be a person as well that you have your eye on. Could be an earth sign, could be any sign, general reading, but earth really stands out to me here. And so it could be any sign, but I think that once you open that door, then forget about it. It's going to be a really big opportunity for you. You have this shark. It says, take care or there will be loss of material wealth. I mean, I think this is true for everyone. I would be super careful of like investing money at this time, or like where you put your money. I always tell people, especially with all this energy in Taurus, like you cannot make this shit up. Like we have two like record setting Powerball and Mega Millions right now are like record setting numbers. Like to have two lotteries at a high number. Why do you think that is? I always say this. We have Uranus and Taurus, Jupiter and Taurus still until June. That Taurus energy does not like get rich quick. I've been saying this for like literally 2 years now. And I literally predicted this like 3 years ago now. I said there will be record high lottery numbers because of that Taurus energy, because Taurus does not like get rich quick. So, again, you cannot make this shit up. But what I would say is, I would be very careful of any, get rich quick schemes. If your cousin comes to you and is like, oh my God, you got to invest in this new crypto frog coin, don't do it. Probably a bad idea. So when is it, how do you get rich quick? With the Taurus energy, you do your research. And yes, it's boring, but the more research you do with Taurus and the more you prove that something is what it is, the more likely it is that it is and that you will be successful. So don't just like blindly throw money at stuff. It doesn't even have to be an investment. It could be anything. Now, you have this gong card. It says an exciting event. So, yeah, probably a lot of excitement here. You have this wall. It says misunderstandings on it. I would be very clear during this Mercury retrograde or avoid misunderstandings, of course. You have this barrel. It says you feel something is lacking in your life, perhaps love, money, or goals. Yes, I feel like you need to, 7 of Cups, whatever that is, you need to bring it down to earth, right? The whole entire reading is saying that. You have this seahorse. It says family matters. You always get cards of family, and, I feel for a lot of you that you could just be dealing with family. But this looks really, really good. Again, I think you're cutting one thing out to have something better. And, that's like the gist of the reading here. So thank you for being here, and definitely enjoy your month.